going on, everybody? Rod J back again. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video today. I'm going to take a look at one from out of Germany. This is from Erdinger Weißbier. It is their Erdinger Weißbier. This one comes in with an ABV of 5.3%. So I picked this up on one of the runs I made out to Jungle Gyms, and another good deal that I couldn't pass up, so decided to grab that. We got the date, not just the date Best Buy, but also the date it was actually canned on here. So great effort on their part for dating on both of those. That's the thing that I would like to see most from breweries when they do date. If they can do the canned in or the bottled on and then the Best Buy together, I think that works out best. But you know, they do both of those, which is nice. I mentioned 5.3 ABV, 1 pint, 0.9 ounces, so 16.9 ounce can. Of course, Weißbier in Germany means white beer, and that's because of the wheat that's actually used. On the can, it will say Weißbier, Weißbier, Hefeweizen, Cerveza del Trigo. So those are the ones they list for the other styles there. But yeah, this is actually one of the imports from Germany, as noted on the can. And private brewery says 1886. You might know a little something about what they're doing. Let's get this baby open and get it into a glass and check it out and see how this one actually goes down. And for this, I'm just going to use a nice little shaker pint glass, so to speak. Now this one's actually coming out a little more heady out of the can here. So we're going to probably let this one settle. But the initial look right here, you can see how much it poured out there. I'm going to let it settle down a little bit and then put some more in so we can actually get a nicer head on there. Probably get about 2 or 3 fingers. A little bigger than I want right now, although it should dissolve rather quickly. So I will be back here in a second after I get that dissolved and topped off, which is fine. You know, if you're actually overseas, they say, you know, when they pour beers, for instance, like Guinness in Ireland, traditional pour is over 119 seconds. A lot of times they pour straight down the middle, they let it settle, then they pour on top, and let it settle. So this is actually done in kind of that traditional way, I'm sure. So I'm going to do just that. I'll be back here in a flash. All right, guys, I am actually back now, and as you can see, the beer right here. So let it go ahead down. Got a little bit of the foam taking it up over the rim, so that's going to dissipate rather quickly. Actually didn't take as long to settle down as I thought it may, so it was actually less than a minute or so. You have that nice cloudiness there with that straw yellow type color. That is part of that style, and again, that is the wheat part of it doing its job there in the beer itself. Very similar to the Hefeweizen, although it does state out in the can. The one thing with the Hefeweizen, you usually get more of that coriander and more of that orange peel, so we'll see if that's actually dabbled in here too. Aroma wise, I will say you do have some notes of coriander that do come out. You also have that little bit of a peppery sense that you get with some of the Hefeweizens, a little bit of a spice type feel, and you do have some of that orange flavor. So really, in the case of Erdinger here doing this beer, it's very similar to the Hefeweizen, which that's why they indicated there on the can, I believe. The head itself has a nice fluffiness to it, by the way, as that starts to break down. Nice sudsy type feel to it, and we'll see if that laces the glass as I drink it down, which is time to start drinking. So let's test this baby out. Nice, crisp, refreshing feel on the beer. Taste wise, I do now get a little bit of that coriander in play. I get some of that orange feel in there as well. It's got a nice earthy floral type feel to the beer. Hits the cheeks nicely. I'm getting left with a nice duration of flavor after the swallow. Carbonation, you get a nice tongue prickling in play. You also have a nice smoothness and a crisp, refreshing feel in the back end on that finish. A nice thirst quenching type beer, as I said, 5.3% ABV. It's definitely more subtle than some of the other beers that I'm used to in this style, which is fine. It doesn't have that over kick of like a coriander type feel. It's just there enough of it to be kind of like a nuance around the beer. It's just got a nice, smooth, crisp, refreshing overall feel to the beer that makes it really nice to kick back and if you want to put your feet up and relax. It's a classic. So like I said, they've been doing this as it says on the can, since 1886, and you can tell why. So a nice one to actually kick back and enjoy. You know, when we have like the Oktoberfest, Erdinger does come over, and you're able to sample different beers from Germany, and they just do a fantastic job on a lot of their beers, and I would definitely recommend checking them out. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think of it by leaving a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you have any of the Erdinger beers, you know, feel free to leave a comment as well. Or any of the beers you want to talk about or things you want me to try, let me know as well. Always looking for suggestions and getting your guys' take on everything. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish drinking this one. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I will look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.